Welcome back to This Side of 40. This is your girl Lou. This is day 4 with the same eyeshadow palette. This is the iconic London eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using today. I decided that I was going to throw in 2 shades from some project pens I'm using currently just to kind of help spruce up this look. Basically, I have to work today, so let's get into it. I'm going to go in with a Sephora eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to do Bellini and a little bit of one of my Project Pen eyeshadows to see if this will help this look. I've already done my full face. I'll accept my blush and highlight just to see if this can help me move this along. Basically, the shadows in this palette are very powdery. I thank Nona for sharing that. Like, it helped a whole lot. And then I thank Reed from Reed's Beauty Chip. I know that's not her name, but Reed's Beauty Chip is her channel. Because she was already warning about how this would perform, and because of the two of them, I know now that this is not a one eyeshadow palette, one look kind of eyeshadow palette, which is not a bad thing. I mean, there's plenty of eyeshadow palettes that you have to go into another one to kind of build a look, so I'm not in no way, shape, or form complaining. I just kind of like, it was boxy charms. Next week I'll be working on a different palette. I'm only working on this palette till this coming Sunday. I'm giving each palette 7 days to kind of prove itself. Every day I'm doing a different look. So today I'm actually gonna try something different. Now, one thing I could say is I could see myself frankening these palettes, or like frankening the matte shades in this palette together. Like, there's 2 or 3 that I could see myself frankening together, just to kind of get more color payoff out of them. And if I could do that, I definitely could see myself making this work a lot more. Like, currently I'm using Bellini and Marlat Mondays together to kind of give that crease area a little something extra, because I like bold looks, especially when I'm going to work. I don't like my makeup just to be like, oh, I got some makeup on. I like it to be like, pow, I got makeup on. So that's that. Now I'm gonna go in with a very dense pack brush, and this one is, I have to say this might be, yeah, it's a Coastal Scents brush. Now, as I said, I'm mixing on each of these 2 shades. So I have a black and deep soul, because the other problem with this palette is there's not a lot of colors I can use. In transition, because Ultimate Tan, Taupe de Taupe, Peaches and Dreams, and In the Nude, and Marshmallow, 3 shades I can't really use. So, like, this palette, the only one I can really use is Deep Soul. And Deep Soul, for me, is a little too light, and it doesn't build up as easy as I would like. So what I'm doing is I'm mixing it with my black shadow, and then I'm building it and moving it around. I can honestly say that I might disinfect this palette and see if one of the girls I work with, that's a benefit of being a hairdresser, because we know how to like clean it off. And I know I'll spray it down with alcohol, and then when she gets it home, she'll spray it down with alcohol, and see if one of my coworkers would like this better, because at this point, this was a waste of money for me. And I'm not saying that like all their palettes are probably like this. I've never tried Iconic London before, so I can't even say that all of their products are like this. All I can say is that for the one I received in BoxyCharms, this is not it. This is not a... I'm quite disappointed. That's all I can say is I'm very disappointed in this palette. And if it was up to me and there was something I could do, I would definitely talk to the people over at BoxyCharms about putting stuff that... I know a lot of people say stuff is highly pigmented, but that is truly highly pigmented in uh, um, their boxes, because this right here, it's not it. It's not. Mm. And I guess the other part that's disappointing to me is this is a high-end brand. So if this is a high-end brand, and this is what I would have to look forward to, spending more than like $10, because to me, $20, $25 is a lot for eyeshadow palette. I spend a lot, or the kids, or Ricky, I spend a lot on Juvia's Place palettes, but each one of those Juvia's Place palettes perform. So for you to spend that much, and I had a $75, and I'm bringing it up. I had a $75 eyeshadow palette from Mary Kay. The colors, some of them were not colors I would use. However, they did pop on my skin. They did go on. I didn't have to put a white eyeshadow base underneath. And with these, I'm feeling like only way I could be able to wear them is with a white eyeshadow base. Okay, so I'm going to use Wonderland today on the first inner third of my eye. And you know what? Take that back. I'm going to use Rags to Riches on the first inner third of my eye. I think if I go in with a coppery color, and no, you're right. Wet brush with these shimmers is so much better, or damp brush. I just swatched or swiped my brush on a makeup wipe just so that I could get the other shadow off before I started in. That little bit of dampness changed how these shimmers perform. So thanks for that tip, Nona. I don't know Nona personally. I watch all of her videos. She's always commenting on mine. I comment on hers. Jessica Lee, she's been commenting on mine because she was kind of impressed with my drop 10 for summer. And these palettes that I'm doing this weekly challenge are all from that. So I can honestly tell you that these shimmers, I might have something with the shimmers. The mattes, not so much. There's only a few mattes in here, so I might be able to just keep this palette just for the shimmers. I'm going to go on with another flat brush, and the next flat brush I'm going to use is going to be for Velvet Crush. Velvet Crush is a chocolatey brown with a purpley undertone, if that makes sense. I'm sorry, guys. I forget that you guys are right here, and I'll be looking over y'all to the mirror. So that's how that look is coming together. If you've been with me long enough, you know I can't put nothing in my lower lash line. If I do, it is going to be hot mess all day. So I'm not going to do that. I am going to go in with my blush for today. And the blush I'm using is currently for my Wizarding Project pan. Every time I switch brushes, I'm impressed more with this blush because it warms up my face, and once I get, see that side compared to that side, once I bring the warmth back in my face, and I am truly a blush girl. I know a lot of people are not fans of blush, but I am a true fan of blush, bringing the color back in your face. Now that blush, it's actually from Coastal Scents. It is one of the ones that comes in their Mega Pan palette thing. And I'll be honest with you guys, I truly have been enjoying that. Now, I'm going to reach into my Urban Decay highlighter, and this one is in Space Powder. Okay, Urban Decay. Fuzzy's up here asleep. That's why I haven't made my side of the bed. Ricky's still sleeping. He's got a lot of homework and online school to do. My daughter started online school this week as well. She's a high school senior, so I am praying that she's doing everything she's supposed to be doing. I will get on it next week. I'm just trying to give her a chance to set herself up. She's a self-starter. She's always been a self-starter. There is a podcast. It's called The Teaching Nanny, and it's so helpful if you haven't had a chance to find yourself a podcast to help you through these times with helping your kids. The Teaching Nanny is a really, really good one. I'm not sponsored or any of that by them. I don't, but that is a really good tool for us during this time, especially as parents. Now, the highlighter I'm using today, I'm going to actually use as my inner corner highlight. Now, let me see if it changes. Because Nona was saying that she uses her shimmer shades, or shimmer stuff, with a damp brush, or she sprays the brush. So I'm trying to see if that helps. That actually did. Okay. I need to clean my brushes. Basically, I've been going through my clean brush box and using all my brushes, like reach and pull, reach and pull, reach and pull. That way I'm not using the same brush twice. And then I'm going to do a deep clean of all my brushes probably in the next couple days. I'm just kind of playing with all my tools right now, trying to see if there's any I would like to depart with. Now I'm going to put on my eyeliner and my lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so there goes the eye look, and the lip today is going to be a red lip. I'm just lining my lip. This is like a winey, brownish kind of color. And this is my Rimmel London in Alarm. And there's our look, ladies. If you have questions or comments, please leave them in the link below. And I'll see you next time on this side of 40.